Well, if it isn't old man Snorri and his very dashing wife. Dashing in the sense that a horse dashes. Hello, welcome to Crusader Kings 3, where we are trying to get the achievement for the King of all Isles forever, or whatever the achievement is actually called, and if it's not called that, paradox. Let's chat. Someone pointed out that we do need this part of Venice, which is like, I thought that was Treviso, but I guess not. So we need to grab this as well, which is just a single county. Outside of that, though, 2 provinces in Sicily, Ionian Islands, Aegean Islands. Oh, and of course, Crete and Cyprus. And then, my friends, we're done. With the exception of Malta and the Canary Islands. But, I mean, if we can beat the Byzantines enough to get the Aegean Islands and, like, Crete, I don't think we need to worry about Malta too much, eh? And then I think that is actually everything, right? I don't think I missed anything else. So, look, we're going to try and get as much as we can, as fast as possible. Really, the second we start chipping away at Byzantium, the second we see any sort of inroad into Byzantium, big war, let's be honest, big civil war, it's Byzantium, then we can go in and do some real damage. What have they got then? Military strength superior to ours. I could have told you that already. There was a lot of debate in the comment section yesterday about whether or not we could go, reformed and flip back like I suggested. Some people were saying that, hey, I'm pretty sure it works, just try it. I'm not going to gamble it. Let's be honest. It's not worth the effort. The thing is, in the game files, the religions are very specific, sure. The new religion becomes Asatru, and our current religion becomes Old Asatru. But as far as the game is concerned, Old Asatru is Asatru. The new one is called, Asatru Reformed or whatever. I'm not going to take the gamble. And I don't think it's worth it, particularly when all it's going to allow us to do is flip to feudal. And then we've got to save up like 7,000 piety to flip back. And in that time, we might invalidate the achievement. So I don't think it's worth the risk. A lot of people pointed out, and I did actually point out when we kind of did it, that we could have formed the Kingdom of Isles and Man. That puts a 100-year time limit on things. So you're allowed to raid as a feudal kingdom at that point, but only for 100 years. When did we make the Kingdom of Iceland? Because that's when we would have disinherited. So that was 914. So if we'd have done that, we'd still have another 30 years of raiding, to be fair. And it would have worked for us. But if you do that and get unlucky and get kind of pushbacks in a bad succession, you might end up just fucking yourself quite a lot. Because at this stage, it's still kind of useful to raid for the piety and the prestige. But with that, you might have been locked down. Anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. We could have done that. And in hindsight, it probably would have been the right move. But we didn't know that we were going to end up where we did. So where do we want to go next, then? Well, I mean, tidying up the rest of Sicily is absolutely the first thing on my to-do list. Our troops are obviously heavily damaged here from that last war we did to get this province in Sicily, so gotta wait a little while on that to... a rude vassal. Chieftain Boson. How dare you? There's no way for a chieftain to act, or Lothar has gone as red as a beet. Until like a child and we'll be punished by him, we can whip him. That's bizarre. He is vengeful. Okay, do it. We're gonna beat the child, who's actually a grown-ass man. A bow in hand, quiet steeps, eyes on the boar in front of me, a deep breath, and is that Chieftain Bosun? My austere vassal is creeping through the tiger ahead of me, fully concentrating on the powerful boar and obvious to my presence. What a shame I did not see him. Twang. Or, this is not the way. Is he... Oh, because we've got low opinion of him, and because we're vengeful, our guy will be stressed out if we don't kill him dead. What a shame I did not see him. My rude vassal. It was rude and we're going to kill him dead. King Snorri, is that you, my lord? Chieftain Bosun stares wide-eyed from me, crouched behind him with a bow in hand, to the arrow lodged in his arm. What are you doing? Let's get that arm looked at. Learns of your attempted murder secret. Oh no. He learns of our attempted murder secret and we gain 23 dread. Shit, we didn't kill him, we just maimed him and now he knows that we did it. Why can't we just finish him off? He knows that we tried to kill him. We might as well just do the job, right? Let's get that arm looked at, or you better forget about this. Yeah, gain the dread. I don't think we need any more dread, but you know what? Oh no, our dread has decayed massively. Give me that dread back. Well, an incredible start. We tried to murder one of our vassals, and now we've got we've got an attempted murder charge against us. Brilliant. Now, the other big kind of hotly debated thing yesterday was succession, which, as you know, I wrestled with, and still I'm kind of wrestling with here. So our daughter is still in line to succeed us. Rank 1, 58 votes. We've got 30 voting strength, and a couple of the electors are still forced to vote for her. But she's not good. She's not somebody we want to play as. 11 martial. She's arbitrary. She's humble. She's temperate. She's just not a great character. Somebody suggested land mighty and elect him instead. The only problem is I think for them to be allowed to be put up for election, they have to be a close relative, someone with a claim, or a close relative as in brother, sister, or direct child, or father if you're in that kind of position, or part of the de jure realm, or have a claim. So we would have to kill... Well, we'd have to die and play as Barry, and Barry would have to die and pass her claim onto her son, so that's not going to happen. However, there's no reason not to try it, because we can just land him and see if it works. Do we have anything? We can give him the holy site. We have the chiefdom of Ostraland. We could give him that, and that is one of the de jure territories in Iceland. And we're going to inherit it back anyway, right? The runestone in Ostraland will be destroyed since Mighty Konungr isn't part of your dynasty. Your house. Okay. Let's try that then. And again, there's no reason not to do it, because if that doesn't work, we'll still end up playing as Barry, and then Barry can just elect him anyway, right? Now, if we do elect him, our vassals will certainly go for him over his mother, because he's younger, he's got that strength, he's male for a start, which would be 150 in his favor. Is he on the list? No, tragically not. Yeah, I was worried that wouldn't work. Kind of annoying that nieces count, but... Why do you get to be voted for? What the fuck? Oh, member of our house, got it. It's kind of annoying that nieces and things like that can be voted, but grandchildren can't. I guess it's game balance more than anything else, right? Yeah, we really can't do that. What was his name? Let me just see if maybe the filter hasn't updated yet. Let me just double check this. As Mighty. Let's go and have a look for Mighty manually here and just see if that will, that'll pull him up. Mighty. First name matches Might. Well, no, first name matches Mighty, preferably. No. That's bizarre that we can vote for cousins, nieces, distant relatives, but not our grandson. Technically, second in line to the throne right now, assuming that Barry wins it. But there's no way to do it. And he also has part of the capital duchy. Very strange. I mean, the downside is we've lost part of our realm. Part of our personal domain there. And we don't really have anything to show for it. But I don't think it really matters too much. Anyway, what do we want to go for then? We've still got the ability to do these, kind of, mystic communions. So we could go for like, wash your hands and try and stay alive a little bit longer as this guy. We might find a way to finagle our grandson onto the throne. Bear in mind, I did point this out at the end of yesterday too, so just for those of you who didn't watch that long. We can, with 152 prestige, revoke it. And as we've only got one main title now, sure, we lose, we lose 3 random provinces. We lose our kind of, our staging point here. We keep Reykjavik, but it would pass on to our... Oh, it would pass on to our son though, wouldn't it? If we do that. Go to Sturla. I don't really want to play as Sturla. So we won't do that yet, but we could, when we play as Berry, revoke it, and that guarantees that her firstborn, Mighty, gets it instead. Definitely something I'll consider. Let's find you, seeing as you are potentially in line, depending on how we go about things. If he has a son that's, like, Herculean, I could be very persuaded to play as this guy instead. Actually remove that and go back to this guy. Genius wouldn't hurt. You know what? I'll make you a deal. If you can get a genius Hale kid before we die... I mean, he's only 14, so it's very unlikely. Oh, God, and it's... Sure. Here, if he can get a genius Hale kid before we die, I will revoke the title and he can inherit. How about that? Oh, my God. How old is our daughter? She's 50? Holmgeir died of old age. I wonder if we can find... We can marry her off matrilineally, non-matrilineally. It doesn't matter at this point. Well, let's just go for an alliance. Oh, that's our best alliance, really. Orbitello in... Verona. Okay, well, that's not going to help us at all, is it? This guy's got claims on a bunch of shit, but that doesn't really help either. Oh, it really doesn't matter. Bear in mind, we're going to end up playing this out. I guess we'll just go for... Maybe someone with high martial? Marry those two together, and then we could put her on chivalry. Oh, sorry, him on chivalry focus and give her... 11 points of martial. Which would make her pretty good at that stage. Then we just do a load of raiding for her for a few years until she drops down dead. Then we play as the 30, 40-year-old Mighty. Yeah, this is an okay path. I'm just marrying off some distant family members. I've married off my granddaughter, who is Amazonian to this giant hail man, so we might be able to get some more Jerrys back in the Dynasty. That would be, really would just be the cherry on the cake to this whole thing. I know the achievements are a little bit messy right now because some just don't work. Some have now been clarified to not work with Rule of the Sun or whatever else. But if we could do that, that'd be my own personal little goal on the sidelines here. She's also Amazonian. You know, our breeding program has worked really bloody well. You can't deny that. I mean, shit. Why don't we keep that going for another level of the another level of the Dynasty? Because at that point they'll be cousins, so we can marry them back into the main branch. So let's go for you. Oh Jesus. Sure. What a gamble. Oh, Chieftain Bosun. I have evidence of your attempted murder of Chieftain Bosun. You don't have evidence. It's your word against mine. Effects on you. On accept. We'll lose some opinion of him. He gains a hook on us. If we decline it, everybody knows that we are an attempted murderer, which is just an opinion hit, right? Do we give a fuck about what Chieftain Bosun thinks? This random Catholic guy who I imagine most of our realm hates? Fuck off. You have no power here. My vassal, Chieftain Bosun, has brought forward undeniable evidence of my attempted murder on my vassal, Chieftain Bosun. Helvet. Now he knows I must tread carefully. His vengeance might arrive tomorrow in 10 years or perhaps even nearer. But if and when it does, I better not be unprepared. Brilliant. Is that localized? So if he was English, would he be like, oh, fuck? That'd be great. I had my reasons. Brilliant. Oh, I think I've seen what they said before, because I was complained about it. They say, like, sod it or something like that. Something really weird, don't they? Anyway, yeah, thank you. I will take the hand of your granddaughter Inga, says the man older than us. Oh, sorry, the same age as us. That's fucked. Everything is wrong with that, but he's got them good genes, so, you know, maybe it'll work out for the best. You know what we could do, actually, with our next character? If we take her and put it all into the Overseer tree, it would be pretty good for consolidating some of our control. So we've got a lot of kind of local factions, none of which are any threat, because we've got, like, the Orthodox Syracuse faction. This one here is Ashari, Boranis faction, and then we've got, like, this one over here, which is Catholic, and then, you know, etc., etc. If we got control over the place, to be honest, if I could revoke half these titles too, that would bloody help, wouldn't it? Can we revoke that for... Oh, I granted it to him accidentally, didn't I? Remember now. Anyway, let's focus on picking up the rest of this then. We've got 8,100. I'm sure that's more than sufficient for getting rid of a couple of these guys, especially because apparently they're... Yeah, I mean, that'll probably work fine. Well, I said that about the last one. If you remember, it took us years because the bloody fort level in this place. We've got another level of military. Recruitment losses minus 25%. Might be good if we do any more raiding. It's very likely we're going to do any more raiding as this guy, though, to be fair. Oh. Maybe I should have gone for Cephalonia with these guys instead. We want to keep these guys weak so they're splintered and keep Byzantium kind of knocked down. Bulgaria is still kind of holding on for dear life there. Wow. Well, let's take like 4,000. Let's drop those in the capital. And then these guys we can just... Let's take you sieging. And then these ones here, we're going to go and cut that army off wherever the hell they've gone. I know it's not much, but we might capture a commander or get some just okay battle war score out of that. Hello. Well, that wasn't worth it. Was that 50% just from that? Are you kidding me? Battles won 50%. Holy shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I see that right? Hang on. I just forced a vote from someone without even thinking about it, but I think that was Mighty. So Mighty's an elected, but he's not a candidate, but I thought he was voting for himself there. Also, why the hell can't we elect anyone now? It's because we're at war? Probably that. Yeah, probably that. He was voting for himself, and I forced his vote to vote for his mother. Not even thinking about it. And then I read his name, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, that's not right at all. After this war is over, we will check immediately if we can maybe go for him instead. I wonder if now he's valid for some reason. Maybe there's like a barrier to entry with prestige or something bizarre like that. Just throwing away soldiers doing this, but you know what? We might as well make sure they're done for. There we go. Before we head off, let's see if we can capture a commander from here. My daughter Ingeborg has been showing signs of pregnancy for some time. It's not her husband, but someone else entirely different. Brilliant. Funny, it could have stayed a secret. Not that it really matters that much, right? Okay. With that, there are only 14 counties left to go. And that seems like a lot. Well, I mean, that's because it is a fucking lot. Who just declared war on me? Again, Holy War, not notified. Why? It popped up down there. You see that? New war. Well, thanks for fucking letting me know. 50% already. This is going to be an easy one. This guy was just looking to get a free... Bit of a free province while our back was turned. Don't like that. Our brother is now our heir. Wish our fucking brother would die. Okay. Got any other votes we can force here? No. No. Definitely not. We'll see if we can demand some conversion from this guy. Gets a hook. Done. What about you? This guy we've also got to convert. Let's give it a go. Oh! That was a grandkid from the... Hang on. Let's go and check that out. Hang on. Was it her? Her and her massive husband. She's pregnant as well, which is pretty good. Here. Oh! Only Amazonian. What a shame. Any sort of blackmail or anything. Nothing here. Shit. Okay, this could be a problem again. This could be the end. The end of all my hard work. Disinherit, denounce. Disinherit, denounce. Doesn't really help. Nope. Nothing there. Wow. Holy crap. Wow, that's bad. that's a real pain in the arse, eh? See if we can convert this guy too. Nope, nothing. What about you? Do you want to convert over for any particular reason? I mean, he absolutely hates us. Oh, he's up for it. Fine. Shit. And we can't change our vote either. Otherwise, I'd try and go for our grandson. Well, let's hope we can tidy this war up as soon as possible and our candidates come back. We're going to start uncovering secrets here. If we can get him, he's got 10 votes, and that would do it. I hate to say it. Just to ensure that we're not completely fucked with succession, we might actually have to go for intrigue, and I hate that. Fabricate hook might be the only way out of this situation. I don't like this at all. Feels very out of character. No, it's not at all. Deceitful and vengeful. No, I could believe that this guy would want to keep it within his dynasty through any means necessary. Obviously within his dynasty, but oh shit. Our daughter, speak of the devil, became a elusive shadow and also vengeful. Very nice. Done. Thank you. Okay. Let's get some prisoners ransomed. Holy crap. Bear in mind, each one we get prestige from. Now, normally I would probably just execute the lot because we don't need gold, but the prestige is very, very nice for all of the army upkeep. Incredible. Still no candidates. Well, I hate that. Oh, is it because I've got a filter? Ah, there you go. I would much rather play as Sterler than our current character's brother. Yeah. That makes things very tricky. And who's our heir right now? It is our brother, isn't it? A 68-year-old man to take over is not at all ideal. If we vote for our son, though, I imagine the vassals will be up for it. Vengeful, so he gets plus 10 immediately. He's a soldier. He's got that genetic trait. Oh, that sucks. What are our other options? We really don't have any. Right, okay, in that case, let's see if we can get Sterler elected. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like everybody's up for that immediately. Holy crap. Wait, what? Oh, wife gave birth. Holy crap, that was unexpected. Steen and Theory. Giant. Oh, well, that's okay. Steen. I'm going to call you... Okay, this one's a pun. It's not very good. I'm going to call you Bolderi. His name was Steen. And then Theory is already fine. That already fits. That's perfect. We're never going to see these kids again. I'll be honest with you. They're so far down the lines of succession. We're never going to see them again. Hey, look at it and the positive here. He's an okay character. He's workable. Marshal of 10. When he inherits, his Marshal will almost certainly go up to 20 immediately. He's got room to grow. Tough soldier. And he's got a wife lined up who's a genius. And of our dynasty for that bonus, incest bonus. What do you mean that's not a good thing? What are you talking about? Let's go on a pilgrimage. I guess we go to Jorvik. You can leave. Okay, so we've got to let our prestige recover a little bit here because our armies are obviously getting battered left, right, and center. Did we get onagers? We still haven't got that. What are you doing? We're still head of Norwegian culture. We're Mots right now. No, we go for onager. Sod your Mots. I did manually start Mots ages ago. I remember now, just to unlock the last of the tribal era buildings so that we'd have something to build. It's not really worth it, though. 37 prestige. Ooh. Give it a little chance to regenerate. After that, we will go for Messina next. Then I guess we'll tidy up the rest of Venice, which is the this one province here. Have we got anywhere else we can go after that? I guess we can still take Cephalonia. The Abbasids grabbed half of... That's pretty appropriate. Got it the wrong way around, though, didn't they? So the Abbasids grabbed half of Cyprus. They are inferior. Oh, they're at war with a bloody pope. Oh, it's a crusade for Jerusalem right now. Wow, I love that that's just happening in the background here. And, like, we have absolutely no idea. Wow, we could probably grab half of Cyprus too then. And then the problem is that puts us with a hard border with the Byzantines, who are not best pleased to see me, given all the things I've done. Actually, he's not that bothered. This is horrible. Look at all these bloody names. My spy master, Chieftain Tiny, uncovered a secret held by Chieftain Fusty, and he was trying to murder my daughter Berry. To think that Fusty would sink so low. Fusty, Berry, Jerri, Snorri, please God no more. We have absolutely cemented our son as the successor. 79 votes. Everybody's voting for him. Literally everybody's voting for him. With the exception of this grumpy old man who's apparently getting elected. Oh, my brother still. Some people are still voting for our brother. Fucking hell. Let's send some gifts out here. We might as well. We've got so much bloody gold. We might as well do something for it, eh? No, I didn't want to sway him. I just wanted to lie in his pockets. That's one thing I never considered. We could use that to basically deal with all of our factions immediately, right? We could just bribe every single bloody vassal we've got. And if we took that diplomacy perk that gives us the bonus to it as well, you know, the one where it gives you a bonus to sending gifts, that would be insane. Well, I guess that'll do. Who knows? Maybe next generation we will get that genius Hail kid. It's not the Jerri we wanted. We might be able to improve on the original Jerri. Dare I say such a heretical thing. Another... Oh, every character. These bloody Leviathans, not going to be any left. What a grand quarry. You face a true Leviathan in the deeps. Lose 7 stress because we're vengeful. There's a story about that, isn't there? Slaughter the whale and haul it to shore. You gain 300 gold. With my breath I spit at you. There we go. Beast escape. Is that... How does it go again? I don't remember. A man shouts at whale. That's all you need to know. Man shouts at virtual whale. I.e. every Rimworld series I've ever done. Now that I've noticed it, I can't not notice. We've got Chieftain Fasti, Chieftain Tiny, son of Harani. Brilliant. Yeah, you know best. That's fine. Can usurp the Salamin Emirate. I don't think I bloody can. What is that? That's Sicily. Oh, well, to be fair, we do need that. Yoink. Another one. Let's have another blute then. Yep. Everybody is invited. Everybody is welcome to die. Have we got any kind of special prisoners? Like I said, they'd probably ransom themselves out by now. She's got a long name, so I'm going to go for her. I think that's a title, right? She's married to Sheik. Yeah, I thought so. I think that's the best we've got. Shit. That's annoying. Sort by rank. That's a better idea. I did absolutely nothing. Fine, we're going to sacrifice this Duchess. Or essentially the same tier as the Duchess, I should say. This guy's the owner of Napoli. Oh, that's not insignificant. So we go for another runestone. What about my vanquished foe? This person here. Oh, that was the last person we went to war with. Absolutely. Can we put it in... Oh, damn it. We can put it in Yorkshire. That's fucking great. The mystical land of Greece on the other side of the bloody planet, conquered by a guy that they've never even seen before. Brilliant. Oh! Snorri of Iceland has joined the feast in Valhalla at the age of 71. That's pretty impressive. He died of old age, a keen and dedicated hunter who loved to spend entire weeks in the wilderness looking for the most elusive game, which we never did find. I guess that's why they call it elusive. I mean, obviously. King Sturla ascends to the throne, fair and just in all things. Many hope that he will handle any conflicts with grace. What a generic statement. Why don't we take a look at our legacy then and kind of compare it to our previous couple of characters here, our lineage, I should say. Yeah, see, they are shrinking. We're still shrinking character on character here. Snorri, though, very much more like Jerri. Our life expectancy is doing okay. 69, 57. Obviously died of obesity, which I've got to debate. He lived till just regular old age, died of 71. He was dreadful, much like Jerri. He's been our highest level of piety, but that's probably from all the executions, blutes. Obviously, we did do the zealotry with him for a little while as well. What's this one here? Cultural head. Oh, yeah, that's a big improvement too. And here we are, King Sturla. So what do we get with you then? Well, first things first. Obviously, we have to start with Marshal, right? What about Overseer? I know I talked about it a second. Oh, no, I can't. It's just Gallant is so powerful. It's just so fucking powerful. Let's go strategy focused, then we're going to Gallant. Give him +3 Marshal to start off with. We need to just buff up his Marshal stats in every possible way. Let's get you assigned. Steward is pretty good there. Chieftain Sigbjorn the Foolish. Yeah, let's get you on board. And then Chieftain Tiny. Glad that that is like such a dynastic name now. All the way from like the first generation of our dynasty. Oh, well, obviously not including Jerry's the first generation there. Okay, how are we looking now? 13 Marshal. I'm actually really disappointed by that. I was hoping that'd be a lot more from the bonuses. Well, look, Runestone. We can go another Runestone immediately. About Snorri. Yeah, that's a good idea. And let's put that in... Where's Arborea? That is No, that's not. That's Sardinia. Yeah. Arborea makes the fine choice. Someone left a comment on last episode saying, you can remember which way around Sardinia and Corsica is, because Sardinia has an S. Alternatively, you could just remember which way fucking round they are, given that they are different islands. Ulla, obviously we have to go Ulla, right? +3 Marsha there as well. He's done so much for the entire dynasty. How can I not? Let's go on a pilgrimage immediately and die. Oh, fend off the bandits. Yeah, he's got a lot to prove. Yeah, do it. 66% of getting 75. What is he good at? Vengeful, fickle, just. Okay, I mean, that's not a bad character to get. He's already 16 Marshal. I told you those bonuses would start kicking in straight away. Where's my sword? I'll drive these dogs away. Bandits fended off. Vengeful. It's because of his vengefulness. Let's get those champions invited. Let's get the blute going. What do we want to do here? Dedicated pilgrim. Theatrical pilgrimage is theocratic ruler of the same faith opinion +15. Dedicated pilgrim is piety, isn't it? Yeah, 10%. And then worldly pilgrimage is diplomacy +2. I would argue that's way more useful than the others. Let's do it. And, of course, we'll do everything. Again, all expenses paid. Gain the trade pilgrim immediately. I don't know why I thought that took a couple of attempts to get that. Seems a bit weird you call yourself a pilgrim just going on one pilgrimage. Man and animal alike. I think I kept picking the third option because that's the one that actually allows you to do the human sacrifice. But picking, obviously, the bottom one for both is better even more. Oh. These people don't have names ending in I. Gudrun and Ivar. Entangled on the ground in passionate embrace. Let's take your hands. This is disgrace. Cease this at once. Back away, I saw nothing. No, let's get the secret. Potentially turn it into a hut later on if we need that. Oh! Oh, shit. There we are. Our uncle died. Our last character's younger brother there. Only by a year. Makes a lot of sense. Today with the passing of Chieftain Steen, the future of Iceland has changed course. We never know what king he would have become, or if his death is a blessing or a curse on the kingdom. So it's now our brother that is our successor. Oh, shit. Pick a perk, you say. While studying the tactics of ancient generals, I was amused to learn about Julius Caesar's exploits during his conquest of Gaul. Haha, very amusing. Right, little ingenuity goes a long way in a siege. Military engineer. I think I've got to go for that. We've just got to go for that, haven't we? We're using essentially tribal forces versus massive, massive fortresses. A feudal era. We're going to be up against Theodosian wars potentially soon. So I think siege is pretty good. And our successor, I haven't got anybody worth nominating, I'm afraid. Mighty is now valid. Oh, because of course it's our nephew. Right. Grandsons are apparently more closely or less related to you than a nephew, which I suppose is true. Go. Probably not going to bank on Mighty as our successor. We are probably just going to hope that this guy has a good kid instead, because both of Mighty's kids there are garbage. We've got potential for that genius Hale kid coming from these two as well. And now it's actually very much worth getting as many concubines as possible, eh? Imbecile. I don't think I've ever actually seen a character with that before. Fucking hell, what a mess. Possessed and apathetic imbecile. Brilliant. How is she that, but also Grey Eminence? I'm getting kind of like a Forrest Gump feel from her, you know? Go capture some good concubines then. Okay, maybe that's a good reason to do a bunch of raiding, because we can just elect whatever kid ends up being just the best for us in that situation. We're holding a feast in the middle of the plot. This is great. To Odin, Freya, and Njorda. It's okay. Impress the nobility. I still don't understand why you'd ever choose this one over either of these two. This one gives you popular opinion. This one gives you noble opinion. This one gives you, opinion with that guy? What's that? Right, Scody, right? Yeah. We'll try and get opinion with the nobility then. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, fucking hell. Thank God for that. I saw that we could challenge King Knutsa to a trial, and I thought that our realm had divided again, and then I remembered we haven't got partition anymore. But I just saw that, and I thought, oh, shit, our realm is split entirely again, hasn't it? Speaking of which, look at Sweden. Wow, we really did a number on them. Holy crap. And Estonia's gone too. It's all just completely splintered up in Scandinavia. Was that one just called Sultan? How very generic. Amir Alumara Ikam Ibn Sultan of the Sultan Grand Emirate? How strange. I always thought Sultan was, maybe it is named after a guy. I always thought it was a rank, though. Like a Sultan was a fairly high up, like a king level. character. I was saying that, I'm almost certain that we've seen a Sultan of the Sultanate in CK2, haven't we? I'm almost entirely sure about that. Okay, maybe that is all right then. How long until we marry her? 2 more years? 2 more years? 4 more years? I actually don't remember. Is it 14 in this? Let's go for Sicily. While we are... I mean, what are we looking at here in terms of champions? I did invite some. They're not fantastic, but we'll recruit them nonetheless. I mean, it's not going to put a dent in our treasure, is it? Prestige isn't ideal, so we've got to be careful with these armies that we decide to take out. Well, there's no point having that raised, is there? Not when we can put another one in there. Once we'll just get rid of it. Let's be very careful with how we approach this, but this should be a fairly easy war. It'd be nice just to get a war under his belt too. What the fuck did they... Oh, they hired the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. Brilliant. Let's take this carefully, but this should be a... Even with that, should be a relatively easy war, I think. Do have good commanders, but I don't know about that. You will probably win. Yeah, see, I'm not feeling that at all. We've got a couple more troops we can raise. Barely any, but, I mean, all these numbers will make a pretty significant difference, I think. Okay. 7,200. How about now? Chances are even. What? I've just bought more troops, and now it's gone from you will probably win to the chances are even? Are those troops detrimental to my fucking army? What are you talking about? Yeah, let's get some pikemen. I know I just disbanded one to then bring another one in. Okay. Must stay awake. We got another bloody thing. Or a ting meeting this time. I could be doing useful things with this time. I could be. Daydreaming about strategy. Again, I want to see what that does, but whenever you do that, you're... Okay. That's fine. We'll take it. I mean, it's got to help us out a little bit, right? Marshal +3. Oh, yeah, that's massive. Damn it. Okay. Let's put you on for a start. Right. Try again. Even. Oh, well, I mean, what else can I do here? Charge. Charge and pray. How are we looking? We've got advantage. We've got advantage. Oh, yeah, it's done. And we've won. Well, that was worth it. Okay. I was a little dangerous there, but you know what? That could have gone either way. That was a pretty big gamble for our guys' first war. We can declare war on the Canaries now. Look, we're close enough. So we need to get Fuerteventura and Canaries. Can we conquer the Duchy and then just go Emirate of the Canaries? Yes, but we need what? Illustrious fame. So we're just gonna have to do a load of raiding. What about Venice? We could go to war with Venice. 1,155. Well, let's put our rally point there. Let's knock this guy down. How much gold has he got? 190, so it's not like he's going to be hiring too much there. This we can go for easily. Oh, look at that. Raising troops right on us as we're coming in. I appreciate that. Siege engine effectiveness 40%. We don't have any siege weapons. Movement speed 15%. That was always very, very good when we're raiding. Might be able to outrun some armies coming in. We're going to have to do a lot of raiding to get that. We need level 3 fame before we can potentially get the Canaries here. You realise when we've got that, the only people we can go to war with then are the Byzantine Empire and the Abbasids. So that puts us right within the firing line of the big boys, and then that's it. Hello, Doge. Right, that's that dealt with. Let's give this away, because I don't really want that. You can have it. Realm size, 44. What I'm actually thinking, we've got to stay below 80 realm size. We're barely over halfway. So, 55% realm size. So we could go for... We could, like, try and conquer the Danelaw. We could conquer the rest of Denmark. We need to get somewhere. I don't think, actually, that's worth it. I think it'd be better to go for, like, these splintered areas in Italy. Take back Verona. Catholic Norse. Thorstein Steenson. Thorstein Steenson is a great name. Just need a lot of good land for raising a lot of troops from. And I think Verona, and if we could kind of tidy up northern Italy... Bring all that together. That won't contribute 40 rams. Well, it might. As long as we're careful and kind of measured with who we give land to as well. Okay, comments then. This is where you come in. What would you do here? Because I'm thinking northern Italy is the... anywhere where we can get good land for good levies. Either that or the alternate thing is... This is how I'm looking at it right now. If we do that, we go for the conquest. We gamble on... giving realm to vassals with potential rooms for expansion. We have to either tidy up the whole thing or our vassals will do it for us, right? And delay it with the gamble of losing out on the troops, you know, by delaying it. Alternatively, we just siege and raid for the next 10, 20 years. Build up a massive, massive buffer of prestige, thousands of it. raise every man-at-arms unit, fully reinforced, get some siege weapons thrown into the mix as well, and then we try our luck. Because I don't know what the hell we're going to do to crack the Byzantines at this point. They're so fucking powerful. Unless we get, like, extremely lucky. You know, maybe we could just keep gambling it. Declare war, you know, hope we capture them, go for Constantinople, hope we can knock it down before their armies come in and shatter us or something like that. Maybe wait until the Abbasids or some big power appears in the Middle East. You never know if these guys might go for it. You know what? They're actually getting fairly close to Holy Lands, aren't they? They've still got Rome. I'm open to suggestions. I do think the right way forward, in my opinion, is trying to unify Northern Italy. It's probably the Kingdom of Italy right there. I've just noticed that. What the hell? Try and take that, rebuild from there. But the prestige could also work, and we need siege anyway. So, open for suggestions on this one, because this is going to be how... Or if you've got any way that we could potentially, I don't know, do some intrigue or diplomacy to try and pull apart the Byzantine Empire. I don't know if there's a way we could... See, you can't even... Like in CK2, I'd be out there, like, inciting revolts or lowering vassal opinion. But that's not really an option that we have in this. Hey, you never know. If we get a good family member, we might be able to marry them off to a massive power in the area. Problem is, of course, we'd have to go for someone unreformed because we're not allowed to marry into Catholics or anything like that yet. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. And a thank you to the executive producer patrons of today, including Crimson, Mr. Mosin, Alex, Master Rob, Ciala, Evelyn X, Nadon10, Galaxy Wolf, ThickCrack62, German Hammer, Sign Mortar, Emily, Require ID, C-Mac, Psychofire, and Total Postal, along with everyone else at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon for their support. And a thank you as well to Infectious, Roger Wilco, Tatus Angus, Sturmcrower, Remdul, Corrupt Racer, Sam Haruni, Salkath, Sith, Struck Iron, Distress Morana, and Hawklin.